So just back to my vision for the world, Amy, is to see a world where all heart-centered people like you, like me, are living aligned with their higher self, their higher power, their higher purpose, authentic. They're not living with the ego mask, pretending everything's okay, like I did for many years, and I was a shit show on the inside, right? So living aligned, authentic, and the last one, fully self-expressed.
That's
It's
amazing.
what saved my life at rock bottom. My father did not get fully self-expressed. He died with his real music still in me. Now I was able to transform, and I became a professional jazz singer at the age of 51. I'm now working, oh my goodness, there we are. I'm working on world-class jazz stages with Juno award-winning artists. The guy behind me is Ross McIntyre. He's a Juno winner. And I recorded my first jazz album there. It's crazy. So this is what happens when we get into alignment with who we truly are. Miracles find us every day. That's why this is the miracle magnet movement. And it's there's so much grace and ease and flow when you're doing what you're meant to do. And this is what I want for the world, at least the heart-centered people of the world that have gone to dark places like me, like you. I want them to live aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed. So that's my vision. My mission has 3 layers to it on how we get to that vision. The bottom layer is what you see on the screen. The Love Your Vibe transformation is this personal development solution, SOUL, for heart-centered humans to help them do their inner work of healing and growth, to become who they truly are, to let go of all the old stories, the old patterns that don't serve them, so that they can stand in the glory of who they truly are. And we like to say healing and growth to greatness, So I have an incredible team who actually came together when COVID hit. The 2 women that came together, because they basically lost their work a lot, as a lot of people did when COVID hit. One's a hairdresser, one's a massage therapist. They said, Elvira, we don't know how long this thing's going to last, but we know that our future is about taking your online course to the world. So they created the 6-month program called the Love Your Vibe Transformation, and they are sharing this with the world, and they're training the trainers to share it with others. So big shout out to Eleanor Hayward and Jennifer Hawkins, because they came together and they knew that this was their future. And now they have this incredible team. Well, we have this incredible team that we're a part of that's helping humanity to do their inner work. So They don't have to be a crap magnet. They can learn to be a miracle magnet. That's the bottom layer. Amazing, right?
So yeah, and I know that you went through the pharmaceutical journey, and you really didn't like your life for a while. And then when you left corporate, what was it that had you start into business? Because now you're a pretty savvy business person, and that might have taken some time. But what was the specific incident where you're like, no, you know what, I'm going to start a business?
Yeah. Well, it was a breakdown. It was rock bottom. It was, I surrender all. Like Eckhart Tolle talks about being in that state where he couldn't live with himself anymore and he wanted to die. And he heard a voice in his head that said, basically, are you the voice that's telling you that you're no good and you want to die? Or are you the observer of that voice? And he separated from his ego. And that's what I did. I was able to separate from my ego and go, okay, you're not this person down here with depression, anxiety, and panic disorder and wanting to kill yourself. You're here for more. And I realized that at the beginning, when I started getting corporately bullied and I attracted another bully socially, I had seen a friend, like literally days before the bullying started, I had seen a friend leave the pharmaceutical industry to become a coach. And she was so happy and she was so grounded and so calm and so beautiful. Like she and I used to job share. So I knew her really, really well when we were drug reps together, and she looked totally different. And I'm like, I want what she's got. Right. And I said, I don't know what she did, but one day I'm doing it too. Well, guess what? The universe was listening. And literally the next week, my mentor, my boss got let go mysteriously. And I could have easily said, oh, I saw my friend leave. I'm going to leave too because, Scott's gone and my life's never going to be the same. Instead, my ego kicked in and said, oh, maybe it's a sign you're meant to be the manager. And that is when a dear colleague, he used to be my work spouse, and we were hired at the same time. he decided to go for the job too. And he was an alpha male and he wanted the job at all costs. And there was a misunderstanding. We were both going for the job. We were going to keep it really clean. If he got the job, I'd be happy for him. If I got the job, he'd be happy for me. Instead, it got ugly because there was a misunderstanding. Instead of fixing it, he just went for the jugular, my jugular, and he ruined my reputation in the company. So nobody's talking to me anymore. So I'm being corporately bullied. And I used to need outer validation back then, like I needed oxygen. Yeah. So by people hating me and shaming me at work, and now I have this kick me sign on my back, this vibrational kick me sign on my back. I used to dance for the Argos 1 year back in the 80s. That was my one good year where I felt aligned, authentic.
Where this was?
Yes, exactly. This was actually a reunion, but back in the 80s, I used to dance with them. And yeah, it was my one decent year because I got to be an artist. I got to be a dancer that year. But you know, within this group of former cheerleaders that you just showed, there was a mean girl that saw the kick me sign on my back. And guess what? She started kicking me too. So I don't have friends at work. I don't have friends socially because she took all my friends away and told them that I was a piece of crap and not to talk to me anymore. So imagine someone that needed outer validation like they need oxygen because they're such an imposter. Imagine what that did to my psyche.
Oh, I can imagine that. I see that in people all the time.
Yeah, it nearly killed me. And at rock bottom, when I didn't want to live anymore and I asked for a way out that was fast and natural, because I had gone through therapy for what my mommy issues when I became a new mom. Therapy worked, Amy. Just took 2 years. I didn't want to wait 2 years.
Right? It's ridiculous how long
it does work. It just takes a long time. And plus my dad, he got bullied at work. He had a nervous breakdown because remember, he could sing like Pavarotti, never did anything with his voice. So he had a nervous breakdown in his 50s. He could never do that job again. He went on disability and on lorazepam, an anti-anxiety drug, for the rest of his life. When he died, Amy, his liver was massive. So he showed me that it's not going to be drugs. It's not going to be therapy. You need another way out of your hell. And I got it at rock bottom. It's called the Love Your Vibe Miracle Mindset. It saved my life, saved my sanity, saved my marriage, helped me to go from an inauthentic crap magnet to an aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed miracle magnet. Exactly. Yeah, and I want this for the world. And so I'm doing that at this level. All these people want to use my system to help others, creating an extra income, and also putting their own systems on my site as well. Because I don't believe it's just one person's story, message, and magic that matters. It's everybody's story, message, and magic that matters. That's how we help humanity to transform. So mine is a platform, personal development solutions for heart-centered humans who don't like the in-your-face approach of some systems that we've experienced, Amy, like Landmark Education and Tony Robbins and lots of other systems. I was religious for many years. It didn't save my life at rock bottom. I still wanted to die. So we needed, well, I'm talking about myself now. I needed something different, and other people like me, heart-centered humans who don't like the in-your-face, can use this system as well to do their inner work.
One of the things that I noticed is that there are so many different types of transformation. And some of them are more gentle than others. And I mean, there's ones that are so effective, but it's like a grueling process to go through. And then there are ones that are like gently effective. Like that's one of the reasons I started Affirming Arts, right? It's because it's like, I'm telling people this is a technique that you can transform your mind and your life and everything else. But it's easy and gentle, right?
Yes.
And then also the music and the vibration and everything else that goes with it.
Yes.
I'm going to bring up your singing bowls because
yes, absolutely.
Right now,
I'm actually in the studio right now creating my jazz album. Sorry, my singing, sacred sound. Yes, sacred sound healing. Now those are just three bowls, but I now have 7.
Elvira, see if you
there I am. Okay. That's so funny. Now I have 7 sacred chakra bowls. So they're amazing. They're 432 hertz, which is the energy of Mother Earth. And I have this amazing world-class musician, Planet Wide Records, who's recording me, my friend Stefan Danko. He is like total music nerd who wants to use sound and sacred sound healing to help humanity heal. And
it's huge. It's so important because if we're all vibration, which we are, it's been scientifically proven. Having the different sounds can really resonate and open up Like it can
Exactly.
open up your mind, it can open up your chakras, it can make you
Yeah.
feel better, it can heal you.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually goes into
Mm.
our cells. Science has
Yeah.
shown that sound goes into our cells, and toxins are released from our cells.
Mhm.
And this is what Stefan and I are doing in the studio right now. We're creating a vinyl album. He's recording me on analog, which is actually better than digital.